primer, I'm using the Made by Makeuo Glow Goo in the shade Chrome Cloud. This is great for creating an illuminating and glowy base. For foundation, I'm using the Be Perfect Cosmetics Chrome Cover Luminous Foundation in the shade N1. I went in with a light layer today, but this is a buildable formula. For my brows, I'm using the Jekka Black Brow Block Glue. This is great for creating laminated brows at home. For my complexion, I'm using the Made by Makeuo Mini Curve Case in the shade Light. For bronzer, I'm using the shade Creme Cave. I'm applying this to my cheekbones, across my forehead, on my eyes and down the sides of my nose. For blush, I'm using Coral. I'm applying this on my cheeks, slightly overlapping the bronzer. I'm also applying this to my nose. For concealer, I'm using the Made by Makeuo Bulk Balm in the shade BB1. I applied this under my eyes and I'm blending it out with a sponge. To set my face, I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the shade Translucent. I'm applying this all over my face. Going back in with the mini curve case, I'm using a Chance of Peach to highlight my cheeks and nose. For eyeshadow, I'm using the Beauty Bay Neutrals palette. I'm using the shade Cookie all over my lid as a base. I'm using the shade Sepia on my inner and outer corners. Finally, I'm using the shade Locket on the centres of my lids. I then used the Made by Makeuo liquid liner in Black Milk. For mascara, I'm using the Be Perfect Cosmetics Double Impact Mascara. I'm using the larger wand on my upper lashes to create volume. I'm using the smaller wand on my lower lashes to create length. To line my lips, I'm using the Collection Lip Definer in the shade Nude Pink. These are super creamy and easy to apply and blend. For the centre of my lips, I'm using the Made by Makeuo Mattitude lipstick in the shade Summer Pumpkin. To set my makeup in place, I'm using the Made by Makeuo Liquid Lock Setting Spray. And here is the finished look.